Matey! X marks the spot, or maybe that's just spilled rum. Grab your compass and hoist the sails, for we're about to embark on a treasure hunt like no other. Beware of sea monsters, and keep an eye out for rival pirates. Welcome back to the Cruise Ship Safety and Security Channel. Movies have lied to us. Shocking, I know. For decades, Hollywood has painted a picture of pirates as treasure-hoarding adventurers, always on the hunt for the next big score. We all grew up thinking pirates buried mountains of treasure, hidden away on deserted islands, waiting to be discovered by the next daring explorer, carefully marked with an X, the universal symbol for hidden riches. These maps, often depicted as old and weathered, seem to hold the promise of untold wealth, and left behind beautifully illustrated maps with exact GPS coordinates. But the reality is far less glamorous. In truth, most pirates spent their loot quickly, often in ports where they could enjoy their spoils. The idea of buried treasure is largely a myth, perpetuated by stories like Treasure Island and countless films. These tales have deeply influenced popular culture, leading to pirate-themed books, toys, and even amusement park rides. From birthday parties to video games, the romanticized image of pirates has become a staple in our lives. So next time you see a pirate movie, remember, the real treasure was the adventure, not the gold. Here's the kicker. The few treasure maps that did exist, usually made by con artists trying to scam rich, gullible treasure hunters. Think of it as the 1700s version of those Nigerian prince emails, except with way more seaweed. Pirates were notorious for their cunning and trickery. They knew that the promise of hidden treasure could lure in the wealthiest and most desperate adventurers. These maps were often elaborately designed, with intricate details and symbols that seemed authentic, but in reality, they were nothing more than a clever ruse. Many treasure hunters would spend their entire fortunes chasing these wild goose chases, only to end up empty-handed and disillusioned. The myth of the treasure map has persisted through the centuries, fueled by stories of buried gold and hidden riches. But the truth is, most of these maps were just part of an elaborate con. Some maps even included fake landmarks in impossible directions, like Sail to the Edge of the World, or Find the Tree That Never Grows Old. These scams were so elaborate that entire crews would be in on the joke, creating fake trails and planting false clues. So next time you hear about a hidden treasure waiting to be found, remember the pirates of old and their clever tricks. Sometimes the real treasure is the story itself. Today, I'll test one of these authentic pirate maps I bought online for only $2.99. It came with a promise of leading me to hidden riches and untold adventures. The map is filled with quirky doodles of sharks, a badly drawn mermaid, and an X marking the spot labeled, "Definitely real treasure, trust me." I couldn't resist the allure of such a whimsical and mysterious find. Because nothing says valuable treasure like a bargain bin price tag. Armed with my trusty map, I set out on this unexpected journey, ready to uncover whatever secrets it might hold. The first step was navigating through a dense forest, where every tree seemed to have a vendetta against me. I tripped over roots, got smacked by branches, and even had a staring contest with a squirrel. The map's doodles were no help either. I had to use a magnifying glass to decipher whether I was looking for a rock or a really fat squirrel. After what felt like hours, I finally stumbled upon a suspiciously placed X on the ground. Excited, I started digging with my trusty shovel, dirt flying everywhere. And what did I find? An old rusty tin can. No gold, no jewels, just a can. But hey, at least I got a good story out of it. Let's see what other adventures this map has in store. Let's break down some famous pirate legends that Hollywood sold us. Pirates burying treasure? Rarely happened. Most spent their loot quickly. Walking the plank? Pure fiction. Pirates had more brutal methods. Eye patches and hooks? Exaggerated. Few pirates had such injuries. These myths often originated from novels and movies, not real history. Here's the cold, salty truth. Real pirates didn't leave treasure behind because they spent it immediately. Instead, they were involved in smuggling, raiding, and trading. Their actions disrupted trade routes and influenced maritime laws. The real treasure be this caramel macchiato, liquid gold indeed. We've sailed the 7 seas, tricked many a matey, and found the sweetest loot of all. Keep your eyes on the horizon and your coffee cups full as we head over to Lauren to tell us about the daily life of a pirate.
Ahoy, mateys! Before we set sail for the horizon, let's take a moment to dive into the daily life of a pirate. What did these sea rogues eat? Mostly hardtack, salted meat, and the occasional fresh catch from the sea. Their diet was far from gourmet, but it kept them going on long voyages. And what about their clothing? Pirates were known for their practical attire, loose shirts, trousers, and sturdy boots. Bandanas and tricorn hats were more than just fashion statements. They protected pirates from the harsh sun and sea spray. But life on a pirate ship wasn't all about adventure and treasure. Pirates had a strict social structure, with a code of conduct and shared spoils. The captain led the crew, but decisions were often made democratically. So, while the pirate's life was tough, it was also one of camaraderie and resilience. Now, let's hoist the anchor and sail back to shore. Keep the spirit of adventure alive! Let's head over to Hank, who will tell us about legendary pirates and their exploits.
Thanks, Lauren, and ahoy, history buffs. Now that we've explored the daily grind of pirate life, it's time to delve into the legends themselves. Who were these infamous sea dogs that roamed the high seas? First up, we have Blackbeard, or Edward Teach. Known for his fearsome appearance with lit fuses in his beard during battles, Blackbeard terrorized the Caribbean and the American coast. His reign of terror ended in a fierce battle with the Royal Navy in 1718. Next, let's talk about Anne Bonny and Mary Read, two of the few female pirates who made their mark. Disguised as men, they fought bravely alongside their male counterparts and became legends in their own right. Captured in 1720, their fates remain shrouded in mystery. And who could forget Captain Kidd? Once a respected privateer, Kidd's turn to piracy is still debated by historians. He was executed in 1701, but tales of his buried treasure continue to intrigue treasure hunters to this day. These are just a few of the legendary pirates whose real-life exploits have inspired countless stories and myths. Their lives were a mix of adventure, danger, and a relentless quest for freedom. So, as we lower the sails on this story, remember, the legends of the high seas are more than just tales. They're a testament to the daring and audacity of those who chose a life of piracy. Until our next voyage, keep the spirit of adventure alive. I'll hand you back to Lauren.
Thanks, Hank. We've navigated the treacherous waters of pirate legends, but now let's set sail into the realm of modern media. How have these swashbuckling figures evolved over time? From the heart-pounding adventures of Captain Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean series, to the animated antics in Jake and the Neverland Pirates, pirates have become a staple in pop culture. But it wasn't always this way. Early portrayals like those in Treasure Island and Peter Pan depicted pirates as both fearsome and fantastical, blending myth with reality. As cinema and television advanced, so did the complexity of pirate characters. No longer just villains or heroes, modern pirates are multidimensional, often driven by personal quests or moral dilemmas. Video games have also joined the fray, with titles like Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, offering immersive experiences that blend historical accuracy with thrilling gameplay. And let's not forget literature. Contemporary novels like Pirate Latitudes by Michael Crichton continue to captivate readers with tales of high seas adventure. The evolution of pirate portrayals reflects broader changes in storytelling, where characters are more nuanced and narratives are richer. So, as we weigh anchor, remember, pirates may have sailed into our hearts through history, but it's through modern media that they continue to capture our imaginations. Until our next adventure, keep the spirit of the high seas alive and well. Let's head back to John for some final words on the legacy of piracy in modern maritime law and culture.
Thanks, Lauren. As we chart our course into the final chapter, let's delve into the enduring legacy of piracy and its profound influence on modern maritime law and culture. Though the golden age of piracy has long since passed, its echoes still resonate in today's legal frameworks and nautical traditions. The infamous pirate codes, once used to govern rogue crews, laid the groundwork for many principles found in contemporary maritime law. Concepts such as democratic decision-making and equitable distribution of plunder have evolved into modern regulations that protect the rights of sailors and ensure fair treatment at sea. But it's not just the law that remembers the pirates. Their cultural impact is equally significant. Annual events like Talk Like a Pirate Day and pirate-themed festivals draw thousands of enthusiasts worldwide, celebrating the audacious spirit of these maritime rebels. Even in fashion, the iconic tricorn hats and striped shirts of old pirates continue to inspire contemporary styles. Yet piracy's influence isn't all romanticized. Modern-day piracy remains a serious issue, particularly in regions like the Horn of Africa and the South China Sea. International efforts, including naval patrols and stricter maritime security measures, are direct responses to the lessons learned from historical piracy. So as we lower our sails on this grand voyage through pirate history, remember that the legacy of piracy is a double-edged sword, one that has shaped our laws, culture, and even our ongoing battles against maritime crime. Until we meet again on the high seas, keep your compass true and your spirit adventurous. And don't forget to like the video, or I'll be forced to bury your Wi-Fi signal on a deserted island. No map included. Also, hit that notification bell too, because who knows? The next video might actually lead to real treasure, or at least more bad jokes and worse pirate impressions.